What up, boys? This is your commissioner, Big Bob. And if you're seeing this handsome mug, you know what that means. Football is upon us once again. It always manages to QB sneak us, but it always leaves us satisfied. It wines us, it dines us, and sometimes it even 69s us. 10 years. What can I say? You guys have been fantastic. 10-year anniversary. I can't believe that it's been that long. It makes me feel incredibly old. But it's awesome. This is exactly what we always wanted, and let's get it started. First thing on the agenda is the anniversary prize pool that we talked about. Only asking for a few more dollars. We're going to pool it. I'll match and then exceed it, and we'll buy something cool. So let's hear those suggestions. Throw them out there. We have all season to really come up with it, so shout them out. And then there's only a few changes that you'll be able to see. That if you click on the CBA, you'll see that I've changed the draft clock from 45 seconds to 60. I don't want to hear you bitching. I don't want to hear you complaining. It's 15 more seconds. Relax. Also, should be noted that the NFL season has been, as we all know, unless you live under a fucking rock, that it has been pushed to 17 games. So that means the regular season will run till week 14, and playoff will be weeks 15, 16, and 17. We will not play week 18 because obviously, like we did before, we don't play the last week, trying to avoid the good teams sitting players and causing problems, especially with playoff berths on the line. That should be it. So I'll shut my mouth and get down to the nitty gritty. You know what it is. Fishbowl time. Who's it going to be? Could be you. Hopefully it's me. But let's do it. With the number one pick in this year's draft, it is Dennis the Menace Rams, the local entrepreneur out in Bucks County. Hey, big guy. He had a car drive through his new establishment. I don't know if anybody caught that. 2020 in a nutshell. Yeah, number one. Congrats, Den. So excited to see Joe Burrows. Go Bengals. The second pick in this year's draft belongs to Big Brian DeMarco. Big fella. Haven't seen him in a while. I know Phil and Pete went to go see him. Said everything was grand. Last year's champ. You got to watch out. He's always in it. He's always a pain in the ass. And you got number two. Congrats, pal. With the third overall pick in the 2021 draft, it belongs to the new guy, Chris fucking Collins, Phoenixville's finest. It's going to be apparently neighbors with Big Pete now. Phoenixville really popping. It's the fantasy capital of the world kind of right now. Great dude, fun guy, should hang out. Definitely should grab a beer. Chris, number three, it's all yours. The number four pick in this year's draft belongs to it's Pete! Pistol Pete! Flamingo Legs Scottoline. I'm out of nicknames. Peter, number four. Also the Phoenixville man. There you go. Nice spot. Just outside top three. Kind of at the turn. Not the turn, but in the middle. You know what I fucking meant. Number five in this year's draft belongs to Mike New Dad Jennings. This fucking guy. Palmer Street's finest. Number five. He might be the smallest person you know. I know the joke, you've heard it 100 times. It never gets old to me. But there you go, Mike. Middle of the pack. Right about where you finish. Number six in this year's draft will be it's your boy, Big Bob. Number 6, love it. Couldn't be happier. Right in the middle, always picking. Hopefully Phil is right behind me, so him and I can just duke it out as always. Number 6, all mine, suck it. Number 7 in this year's draft will be Big Daddy Stacks. Dave Sakers. The last guy you want behind you. It's Dave. Love you, buddy. I wish we could have done this live. I was looking forward to probably seeing you the most. But, yeah, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You, pal. 8 in the 2021 draft belongs to G. Bart, the guy who lives in America's basement, Greg Bartholomew. Just saw him at John Mowry's wedding a couple months ago. He's something on the dance floor, let me tell you. Ask Phil and Pete for letters of recommendation on that kind of comment. But G-Bar 8, all you, pal. Come on back to PA. Number 9 in this year's draft belongs to Ryan Hess, fellow Marauder, just like everybody now. This is impressive. I've just realized that I think everyone is a Millersville alumni. Ryan, friend of mine from school. You guys really don't know him. That's why I was really wishing that we could get the live draft going. But Ryan, good to see you. Good to have you. And let's go. Number 10, 1-0, in this year's draft belongs to Little Jack Horner. Sat in a corner and continued to get fucked on in fantasy. I wish I wrote him a poem so I could show him how bad he is at fantasy. Jack fucking Horner, everybody. Number 10, Birdsboro's finest. Where have you been? The guy that was the most excited for the live draft. I feel like I let him down the most. Big Jack, always a pleasure. Hit me up, man. Right down the street. You know, that way or this way. I don't fucking know. Number 11 in the 2021 draft belongs to Phil fucking DeAngelis, the professor. Ooh, let's try that one again. The professional pain in the ass in fantasy-related purposes. Big Phil, always a threat, always in it. He had a quote earlier for the rest of the league when I asked him about it. He said, quote, "D's nuts," end quote. So, you take it how you want that. Phil, you're a beauty. And you know what that means. Number 12, back of the bus, caboose, tail of the dragon, whatever you want to call it. Jeff Kubla Kai, chillin' the least. Those are all things that you could call him and he wouldn't get pissed at you. Jeffrey, new guy, but he's coming on strong lately. This is, I think, year number 3 or 4. Jeff, always a pleasure. Number 12, make what you will do with it. So, boys, there it is. There's your draft order. I don't want to fucking hear it. Get in the pre-drafts. Get in the rankings up. Get your game up. It's 10th year anniversary. We're going to kick it up a few notches. Got some surprises along the way. And let's play some fucking football.